What's up, YouTube? I'm back. Kind of episode 2 of tracking some whitetails here in western New York. I got a late start this morning. It's 9 o'clock. I'm just now heading out. I changed my plans. I was going to go to the same location where I was tracking some deer yesterday, but I decided to change my mind. I'm going to a unit where I have a doe permit. Honestly, I just kind of need to fill the freezer at this point. So, as much as I would love to tag a big buck, right now I'm really just kind of concerned with getting some meat in the freezer. So I've got 2 from archery season, but that's not enough for my family. So we're gonna give it a go. Sometimes it's not so bad though, waiting until a little after the sun comes up to get out. So it gives the deer that are in the woods a chance to get up and do a little bit of feeding, kind of mid-morning. You got a good chance of cutting a fresh track, or just seeing the deer up and moving. So we'll see how it goes. I'm excited about it. We got a couple more inches of fresh snow last night, which is always nice. Just deer hunting in the snow, it's tough to beat, really. I mean, the visibility and then being able to kind of cut their tracks and follow them around is pretty cool. So stay with me. Alrighty, I'm in a new spot. This is a spot that I've actually never hunted, so I'm just trying to kind of get my bearings in here. I'll tell you what, it's such a beautiful day to be out. I mean, everything's snow covered. The deer don't stand a chance if I run into any. I should be able to see them very well with this contrast. We'll see. I'll give you a little glimpse of what I'm looking at. Right now I'm on, I don't know what it looks like. Maybe somebody cut a trail or it's a walking trail. I'm not exactly sure. But I'm just looking to see if I can pick up any fresh tracks cutting across it. Here's a track, but it's yesterday's track. So I'm looking for something a lot more fresh. We'll see. We're out here. That's the most important thing. We're out here trying. Alright, I'm on a big track. Nice big track. It's fresh too. Pretty fresh. So I gotta keep my eyes on a swivel in here, because he's taking me into the thick stuff. But that's a big track, boy. That's a good one. Looks like he's got a doe. He's pushing a doe maybe through here. I think we're gonna catch up to this one today. Stay with me. Looks like he's got a little bit of blood in the track. He might be wounded, but he's close. I can see up here where he was milling around in the snow, probably digging up something to eat. But this is a big track. This is the biggest track I've been on, and he's close. He's in here somewhere. Trying to work out which direction he's headed here. I'm trying to figure out which track is his. That's this one. That's a big track. He was bedded here, and you'll notice it's hard to see in the phone, but his back right foot is hurt. It's bleeding. So he was bedded like this, facing this way. He's not far. They're in here. I gotta be paying attention, and I'm gonna catch this deer. Alright, I gotta get after him now. See that big dew claw? That's a good track. So he swirled in here, but he left. He left heading this way. They're not far. Well, that'll be it. That'll be it for this track. I mean, this is a good buck. This is a good track, and it's fresh. I think I may have bumped him out of his bed back there. But I mean, you can tell it's a nice buck. He's got a long stride, big track. He's actually wounded. I think his right back leg is bleeding. But he took me onto private. He just crossed the private line. I'll show you. So here's the yellow marked trees. That's state forest. So this is the property line, this is the boundary. And here's his track, he went in there. So that'll be it for this deer. That was a promising track, that's a good deer. Big track, big stride. But that'll do it for this one. I think I'm gonna drop down out of here. There's a piece of public across the road, I'm gonna try that. See what I can't find over there. But stay tuned. Stay tuned, folks. It's not over. Still got some time. That's a bum deal. I mean, that's part of it. That's part of tracking deer. Sometimes they're gonna get away. Sometimes they're gonna get on the neighbor's property or private property, what have you. But that was a fun one while it lasted. We're not all done though. We're gonna try somewhere else. Alright, I found another bed. Big bed with a big track. Let me show you. So here's the bed he dug out. There's hair in it. I'll show you some of that. See the hair in it? So he laid here. I think he was looking down this way. But before that, he made a big scrape over here. Made a big old scrape. Cleaned it right out. This was this morning. Made this scrape. Now I gotta figure out which way he went. Alright, so the two deer I was just on, the ones that had a bed and that fresh scrape, it was a big track. They again made it over on a private, so I'm having to turn back. I'm gonna head, the way this property lays out, it looks like a couple creeks that kind of come together. I'm on top of this ridge of sorts that drops down. It's gonna drop down over the bank here into that creek. but that creek kind of meets up with another main creek, and I'm gonna get in on that and walk that creek out. Hopes that I cut a track. All these deer that I'm finding, they just seem to be bedding right on the edge of private. So when I get on their track, I think I bumped those deer. But when I get on their track, I mean, it's easy for them to jump the property line and get on the private where I can't go. So that's part of it, though. I enjoy exploring pieces of woods that I don't have experience in. Something cool to do. Get outside and get some exercise. Here's a ladder stand somebody got up. If they were in this ladder stand this morning, they would have had a shot at probably a nice buck. That was probably the biggest track I've cut in the last couple days. It's hard though, because it's hard to tell because he was running a little bit. Yeah, those deer were bedded from this stand. This guy's got a ladder stand up here. So from his stand, they were bedded within a couple hundred yards. Doesn't look like anybody's been here lately though. It's in a good spot. Good luck to him. Pretty little brook. Boy, it's thick in here. I cut some fresh tracks. It looks like they're not big tracks. It looks like a medium-sized doe, and I think these two are fawns. But they were bedded here on this bank this morning. Oh, there's another bigger bed. It might be a doe family group. But they went up. They actually crossed the creek going up. And I mean, it's afternoon right now. I gotta be home to get my kids off the bus, so I really don't have time to track them down. But that's a big bed. Look at, it's got, I don't know. Looks like it's got pea in it. I'm thinking, I mean, that bed's fresh. It's not even frozen, so they just got up. They just got up not long ago. I wish I had more time. I'd go across the creek after them, but I don't. Maybe another day. I do have a doe permit in this unit, so there they go. Looks like they headed down over the creek and they must have went up. Well, cool. I mean, there's definitely deer in here, no doubt about it. I just gotta be in the right place at the right time, you know. I'm gonna start working my way back towards my truck. While I do, maybe I'll get lucky and run into another doe family group or something. Stay tuned, everyone. Well, that'll do it for today. I run out of time, but I was out here. I gave it a good chance. It's not easy. Both buck tracks I was on, they both went on to private, and that was the end of my track. That's okay though. If it were easy, everyone would do it. Till next time.